It's me, Danny. Welcome back to my channel. If you are watching this on YouTube right now and you watch a lot of my videos, you might be wondering, why does she have so many different looks? Why is it that sometimes in some videos she looks like she just got back from prom, whereas in other videos she looks like she has had a really tough morning with a toddler, and then in other episodes she looks like maybe some kind of like anime character? So today we're wearing our Max Verstappen shirt. We're going to the Austin Grand Prix. I've got my makeup on just in case, Max Verstappen like notices me in the crowd and then realizes that his supermodel girlfriend just isn't the right vibe for him. So I'm a little more done up today. And that explains it. I would love to be cute all the time, but it's just not I just can't be bothered. I actually had a listener question I felt like answering before we head off to the race today, and a hack, a strategy for you guys, a little coaching strategy that I'm gonna share directly with you. So let's just quickly answer this question about sleep, right, from Delilah. She says, "Hi Danny, my name is Delilah and I just had a quick question about sleep in HA recovery. I had 2 cycles now after going all in, and although my sleep has improved, it's still unpredictable. So to sum up my question, I'm just wondering if it's normal for your sleep to be off during HA recovery, and if so, will sleep ever improve over time? Thank you for taking the time to read my message." So it sounds like you had sleep issues prior to recovery and they're improving, but they're not all the way there. Yes, sleep often does improve for people, but also through the process, sleep changes for people. I remember for me, I started waking up at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and I just get up and I might eat something and I couldn't get back to sleep and I just stay up and it was fine. I'm pretty good these days at staying calm, right, about losing sleep. I think that's really important. First and foremost is if you are struggling to get to sleep, do not stress, right? In the past, you stressed, oh my gosh, I'm not getting my 8 hours of sleep. How's this gonna affect my mood tomorrow, my training tomorrow? Stop, stay calm. There's nothing you can do about it. Just relish in it. Say, you know what? I'm gonna spend this time, I'm gonna read. It's quiet, I'm gonna go stretch. I used to draw in the middle of the night. Like, you just have to stay calm about it because this will pass. Now, I'm hesitant because I see this a lot, right? Where I get almost every question, like every symptom that anyone could ever experience ever. People be like, is this because of recovery? I don't really think a whole lot happens in a vacuum with recovery. If you are having menstrual cycle issues or no period at all, it's unlikely that the body just went, oh my gosh, let's only shut down the menstrual cycle. Right? Other parts of your body are taking a hit too. When you don't have optimal hormone function, when your life is too stressed, and when you're under eating or over exercising, or all of the above. So it's probably not like a direct one-to-one correlation between your cycle and your lack of sleep, although they can be related. People notice changes in their sleep patterns around ovulation, more alertness, changes in just how their body is processing estrogen, progesterone, how their body is digesting carbohydrate, how their body is needing more energy. There is a strong possibility that if you're waking up in the middle of the night, blood sugar is dropping and cortisol is rising too quickly, and you probably need to eat. And when we're coming up out of an adrenal dysfunction, which most of us are, because HA is actually stress and adrenal problem at its absolute top tier core. So in that case, it could be medicine for you to get up, even if you're not feeling hungry, eat a snack and try and go back to bed. That is a strategy. Staying calm about the lack of sleep is an important strategy. Just be okay with it and make sure when you go to bed, you've had substantial carbs, protein, and fat. These things should help you. And then also just practice good sleep hygiene. It does make a difference. If you're struggling with your sleep quality, reduce screen time, dim the lights, read more before bed. Do these practices. I love a good muscle relaxation. There's some good ones on YouTube. Try those things, really get your body's central nervous system down. If you are checking the boxes there, you're taking magnesium, you're relaxed before you go to bed, like that your sleep regime is on point, stay calm, carry on, wait this out, keep eating, keep resting, keep working on your stress, and the sleep will follow. And now the other thing I wanted to bring up, it's not a listener question today. It's something that I think is a really helpful hack, it's not a hack, but a mindset strategy to help you, right? I think a lot of us struggle with fear. I don't want to eat that much today. today. And we do this thing that I call negotiating meals, and I also sometimes refer to as trying to mitigate weight gain or mitigate damage control. And it's when you say you're gonna go out to dinner in the evening, and so you have this belief that meals at restaurants are higher in calories, so you choose to undereat earlier in the day, for example, and that lands you still in a calorie deficit potentially, and also it's stressful and it's not helping us with our relationship with food and with our body. So when that's happening, that's not helpful for our recovery. If you're still doing that behavior, if you're still eating less in the morning so that you can eat more at night, or anything similar, right? Avoiding snacks so that you don't overeat, or, you know, I'm adding more protein, but I'm like removing a little bit of carb or fat from my meal so that the calories aren't overall big enough. If you know you're doing that and you don't want to do it, but it's really hard to stop doing, because I see that a lot, here's what I encourage you to do. Take it one meal at a time. When you find yourself in the negotiation in the morning, right? Or laying in bed in the evening, planning what you're going to eat tomorrow, when you catch yourself in that moment and you think, this might not be helping me with my recovery, that's a great trigger to stop and say, what would I eat if I wasn't thinking about the future, right? So think only one meal at a time. This is so helpful for people. You do not have to plan your whole day anymore. Maybe you have to food prep for work, and that's kind of a different story, but at the same time, you can say, okay, I'm gonna plan breakfast. Even though I have to prep it and take it to work, I have to plan breakfast. If I only was thinking about breakfast, what would I have? Okay, lunch. If I only was thinking about lunch, what would I have? Dinner, if I was only thinking about dinner, what would I have? We should not be thinking about all of our meals in context of each other. You should be having a breakfast, lunch, and dinner that balances protein, carbs, and fat every time. There shouldn't be a smaller meal and a bigger meal. You know, general rule of thumb, I'm gonna throw this out there, 700 to 750 calories per meal plus snacks is a great number to aim for most people, and I encourage that for you, if not more if you want. And all three macronutrients should be in it, and you should be thinking one of those meals at a time, not what I'm gonna eat tomorrow or what I'm gonna eat tonight and how is that gonna impact my breakfast or my lunch, or hey, I had a huge breakfast, so how can I have a smaller lunch or a smaller dinner? No, one meal at a time. That is your homework. Try it, just try it. What does it look like if you only think about the one meal in front of you? And that is gonna get you A, to the calories that you need to be eating, and B, it's extremely healing for your relationship with food, and it is enjoyable. It is so enjoyable to say and ask yourself, hey, what do I want right now? And what is probably gonna serve me for my goal right now? And don't think about any other factors. You have full permission to do that. 100%. You have full permission to do that. It is important for your recovery to stop trying to play Tetris with your meals and eat what feels good and what is substantial and what is serving your body right now. So I'm gonna go and head up to this race. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. If you're listening to the podcast, thank you. Please subscribe, please leave a rating. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button, please subscribe. And we can't wait to see you guys soon. Bye.